Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the brand new Pantheon tier. It is now arrived. Big old Grand Cat tier. There you can see the marvellous big old Grand Cats that you can get in the background. My goodness, I'm going to turn down the volume because I had it up a little bit. I wasn't expecting to just immediately walk into Pantheon tier. Game just uploaded. It is 8:02 p.m. in the UK, and there we are. There is the wonderful thing. Well, I'm going to take a screenshot of that because that might very well be the thumbnail. And there we are. We have congratulations. We have increased our top 8 rank to Pantheon tier. This big old Grand Cat tier. Oh meow meow. And we have increased draft boards and pack rewards. Very good. There's the Pantheon tier launch. Meet the mighty legends of WWE in brand new Pantheon tier available right now. And there is our first card. It is the brand new version of War Games. And there we go, 2 rings. What about 3 rings? Yes, I can handle 3 rings. And I shall indeed be getting a double heroic Dirty Dominic Mysterio in the brand new Pantheon tier. Unfortunately, there are no Grand Cats around this, just merely snakes. But there's a wonderful big old cat right up here. This is absolutely my tier. And there you see, you can get yourself a Braun Breaker, you can get yourself a Damien Priest, a Wesley, and then a brand new Pantheon Tommaso Ciampa, and then of course the event card, Dirty Dominic Mysterio, which is very, very cool indeed. But without any further ado, let us continue on. Looks like something is ready in my form center. It is Michin. We'll do that, and let's put in Becky Lynch. There we go. So we can pro her up as well. We have something that wants my attention here. The catalogue. Oh, we've got brand new collections. So, oh my goodness, I am miles away from this collection to get this free card. We're going to need a John Cena, a Finlay, a Candice LeRae, a Maxine Dupree, and a Dragon Lee. And that will guarantee me one of these Pantheon cards from the new set, which is very, very cool to see. Now, do I have any draft picks available? We do not, but there you go. Oh, I'm in Pantheon Plus. Not Pantheon Plus Plus, really? Interesting. We shall need to try and fix that. Let's see if we can get ourselves up a little bit. And let's go into here, go into Momentum, and we have 4 different things. So if we do this, we have now reached Pantheon Plus Plus, and there we go. We are clearly into, there we go, the Grand Cat has increased to Pantheon Plus Plus. Very nice. So now we can see big old golden Grand Cat, and that should also have changed our draft boards to now be big golden cats, which gives higher pull ratios. At least that is what they like to tell us. It looks like I have a thing here. Ah yes, a triumph, because we have reached the Pantheon tier. That gives us 500 wonderful credits, bringing us up to 16,878, which should be more than enough to do this tier. Let's see here, we have a SummerSlam pack. It's a bit expensive, 5,500 credits, my goodness. Do we have anything else of interest here? Nope, we've got 2 ways to win, which we can get a Pantheon Liv Morgan and a Pantheon Almighty Bobby Lashley, should you choose to do so. Let's check out the Superstore. It's still another 2 weeks, just over 2 weeks, until Rey Mysterio and Becky Lynch swap over. The Platinum Pack does give you a chance at Pantheon cards. We also have a grab bag there as well. And we have a new updated limited case, I think, and mixed bag as well. You can also get additional things there. The LA Knight is still your single SummerSlam 23 card that you can get. The Myth Select card is still, of course, Tyler Bate. Okay, not much else of interest down there. So let us, well, let's play some of this. Just try and get some bouts. I think we can swap this out. Yes, our EOS guy is stronger. Do you have anything better that is right arrow? Actually, we can do something with its right arrow if we use a particular thing. Now, if we go into females... Oh, this is all changed. This is all now been separated. Didn't used to look like that. That's kind of cool. It's a nice look to it. No, I need Myth as well. And we're going to take this off of you. And what is our two strongest females? Let's go for Shayna Baszler. And we're going to attach the very right arrow here. And now my two best females are both left and right arrow. We're going to use that over here. I'm going to edit the deck and we're going to swap for a Shayna Baszler. Oh my goodness, my voice has already started to go. And okay, let's start with that then. And let's play some war games. Just try and get some drafts. Because once we have some draft picks, we shall get our first Pantheon pool. And we shall see what we get from that. It should be very, very exciting. We're going to go for our Eos guy. She's not fully leveled yet, but she is still stronger than everything else that we have. Let's go for Damian Priest over here. No, my goodness, that Andre the Giant Pro is massive, massive. And we'll use the title here. And there we go. So there is what a pro of the Pantheon tier looks like. You can see Sheamus. There's a big old stone cat in the background. Now let's see if we can speed this up a little bit. See if we can pull something fairly quickly. Unfortunately, not in that game. We're going to have to play another couple of games. We are very close to that a rarity draft pick as well. And we're also going to use our tickets. I think I've got about 300 tickets saved up. But we'll use that after we get our first Pantheon pool. So we'll go for Chad Gable. That looks like a Ken Shamrock. Two Usos. And Damian Priest. No, that almost looked pretty big. Oh, we still managed one. Oh, I got excited there because it stalled. No, my goodness. Well, there isn't many left to go, so we're just going to have to keep dusting these away. Just going to keep doing this until we get our Pantheon pool. And then we shall see what wonderful card it is that we get. Going to go with JSO in this one. Unfortunately, we're going to lose that match. Female toughness. Eos guy is still better. And let's go for Damian Priest. The power of the Shocky Ducky Quack Quack. Oh, and we lost. My goodness, very rude. That just, if nothing else, goes to show the power of these new Pantheon cards. And it seems that Team Battleground has been started. Presumably with the new Pantheon rewards as well. We are getting close to that Pantheon pool, so we're just going to continue at this until we get there. Against Bart. Go for the Jey Uso. Oh, well, the rematch might not. Yep, because Omos is all about his strength. A lot of rematches and tag team. Go for the Shocky Ducky Quack Quack. It's Matt Riddle and Drew McIntyre. That's very interesting. There's Matt Riddle in the Pantheon tier when he's just been released. Maybe Supercard didn't get the memo? Oh my goodness. Well, there's only 3 picks remaining, so presumably we'll get it in the next one. And we might even get a rare to draft pool as well, because we only need 70 more to get that. Okay, here we go. Go with his JSO, which should be fine with that match. And we'll go with the Damien Priest on this one, against Von Wagner. And then we're going to have to go with Chad Gable against Karrion Kross. Then we have Chaos Theory. And now we should be guaranteed our Pantheon card. It was the very, very last one. And let's see, what we've got. Triumph Card Collector. We have got ourselves a... It is the Hulkster. Oh my goodness. I think I might have got Hulk Hogan for SummerSlam 23 as well. So my goodness, I keep pulling big old Hulkster himself. I'm going to screenshot that. And I'm going to lock that down, of course. And there we go. We've got the Hulkster himself. And this is going to give us 40 points, which isn't enough for a rare draft pick. Not quite yet. Yeah, we also got a couple of tickets here as well. Or just one. My goodness. And we do have a Triumph. So we've got another 10 picks here. So let's just use those, get those out of the way. And that will also give us a rarity draft pick as well. And then, yep, that gives us 155. There is our rarity draft pick. So let's see if we can get lucky on the very first one for Pantheon++. And let's go for this one. In fairness, it would have been amazing to get a 1 in 16 chance there, but unfortunately not to be. We're just going to dust that Paul Heyman manager, we don't need him. We have a SummerSlam 23 Pro Paul Heyman instead, which is of course much, much better. And now let us use our tickets. We have 305 of them. So for 100, you get 5 of these, which gives you a chance at the Pantheon cards. You get 5 females up to SummerSlam 23. You get 2 managers, and you get 10 of these train-ups for 50. You get 2 chances at a male, 2 chances at a female, and you get 2 random supports, and then only 5 of these train-ups. And for 25, you only get 1 chance here, get 1 female, and you get 2 train-ups. So we're going to go for the 100 ones to give us the maximum number of chances, because of course with 100 gives us 5, whereas 50 only gives you 2 and 25 only gives you 1. So using the full 100 gives you the higher chance, and also we want to see if we can get some cool Pantheon managers as well. So let's go ahead and use this. We have got ourselves Giovanni Vinci, train up. Well, there's a SummerSlam 23 coming up, so that is maybe something. This is worthwhile. It was just a train up. We have a Myth. There's another SummerSlam 23 coming up. Myth India Hartwell. Oh, it's a SummerSlam 23 manager, Bobby Heenan. There's a Pantheon card coming up. This is a Jey Uso. That was a train up, and this is a... Oh, it is a Pantheon manager, Miss Elizabeth. So let's screenshot that. That is another very, very cool thing that we can get. There's a Myth train up. This is a Asuka Myth, and then we've got a SummerSlam 23. SummerSlam 23, Angelo Dawkins. A Myth train up plus was made at 39, Liv Morgan. And a Miko Saki... I've forgotten her name. So we're going to lock down our Miss Elizabeth. I think Bobby Heenan might be better than our current Bobby Heenans. I like to keep one of each manager just in case there's ever something that comes up that says, you know, you need to use X card. So that was cool. We got a Pantheon Miss Elizabeth, which might actually be better than our Pro Paul Heyman. So we've got 2 SummerSlam 23s in a row. Trish Stratus, very cool to see. That is very, very nice. We got Asuka as well. Both very, very strong cards. Of course, the female you can get Pantheon on. In SummerSlam 23 females as the strongest females you can get. There is a train up and another Indy Hartwell myth. More train ups. Don't really care about anything that is less than SummerSlam 23, unfortunately. There's a SummerSlam 23 Seth freaking Rollins. That's also very good for my deck, I believe. I think that is a Fortified 1 or possibly a Fortified 2. There's another SummerSlam 23 coming up. And we've got ourselves a Solo Sikoa. So, yeah, there's a few cool things in there. So that Trish Stratus is going to be a pro. The Asuka is brand new. The Seth Rollins is a Fortified 1. The Solo Sikoa is brand new. And we're probably not going to use the Solo Sikoa, unfortunately. But still very, very cool. And how many tickets do we have left? Good question. We have got 105. So we're just going to use the last 100 right here once again. We've got ourselves a Giovanni, another Bobby Heenan, SummerSlam 23. There is Lita. Train up, Myth Stone Cold. Oh, hell yeah, son. We have a SummerSlam 23 Raquel Rodriguez. Very, very cool. AJ Styles. Bianca Belair. Train Up Plus. I'm not seeing many Pantheon cards, unfortunately, which is a little bit of a bummer. And unfortunately, no other Pantheons, but we did get a Bayley, another Myth Bayley, out of those cards there. So, plenty of wonderful new little cards. But the only new Pantheon card that we got was, of course, Miss Elizabeth and the Huckster himself, the immortal one, Hulk Hogan. So Pantheon cards, let's set the Hulkster as our champ. There he is, grinning away, the immortal one, the Huckster himself. And there we go. We are now at 468 of 450, which is a bit ridiculous. Let's train up some cards before we go, shall we? So, first of all, combinable. What do we have that is combinable? We can Fortify 1, our Seth freaking Rollins, and we're going to go with Assist, because I hate Reversal. It is terrible. We can Fortify our Bianca Belair. That is good. Myth Pros are still fine. We're going to Fortify our Indy Hartwell. And that puts her up to Fortify 3. Which means the other one is unfortunately not usable. And our Baileys still need to get another few matches in there before we can pro those up. We also need to get our matches on this Becky Lynch before we can pro her. One Trish Stratus is done, but the second one we'll have to work on to get that up. These two Liv Morgans, unfortunately, we are not going to use them because I think left arrow... Yeah, our weakest left arrow at the moment is the SummerSlam 23. We're going to also get a pro Trish Stratus, so I don't think we need the Myth Liv Morgans. So we're just going to combine them at level 0. That'll give us the star, it gives us a new star up here, new card, and that gives us a little bit more that we can work with. Giovanni Vinci's, we are not going to use either, so we're just going to pro these with the silver star. The Bobby Heenans we can keep for the time being. The Dana Brooks we can keep until we level those up. We do not need these MVPs, so those can get pro'd with no problems there. I don't care enough about that to do that. Yep, and the rest of that is fine for the time being. So let's take a quick look at our recent cards. There, of course, is the Hulkster. We're going to lock down our Asuka as well. And our Raquel Rodriguez, because I think she may also be good. Unless I change her mind a little bit later on. The Bayley, I think we still need better right arrows. So, unfortunately, I think the Pro Myth Bayley is going to have a space here. So we do need her. Well, this Shayna Baszler is not actually right arrow, she's actually up arrow. So that is a bit of lies there. And there's a lot of these cards here that we do not need. But we are going to edit our Miss Elizabeth. We're going to be keeping her, certainly. Let's see here. Do we have any special images? That doesn't look weird. I don't like when it's got like the kind of yellow glow around the outside. It just looks like it's been trimmed badly. I think we're just going to keep it with the image that is. Our Hulkster though, we can change, and there we go. I think that is perfect. We've got many different Hulk Hogan images, but I think that is one of my more favourite ones. Yeah, I think that's the Hulkster. The big old Grand Cat behind him. So, let's train up some cards then, shall we? So let's see what a Pantheon card looks like when he is fully trained up. That should be interesting to find out. So we're going to have to get rid of a lot of these cards anyway, so might as well start. That's level 90, brother. Let's go with these two. Level 96. Go with a Whacking Wild. Level 99, so we're looking for something smaller. Okay, let's go for that. Just to get up to level 100. And there we are, level 100 Hulk Hogan has 196.9 million in speed, 199.3 million in toughness, then 203.4 million in power, and coming into the whopping total of 210.7 million in charisma, which is fairly strong considering that he isn't even trained. Let's just see whereabouts that sits in our males. You can see that he's actually stronger than our Fortified 1 Myth NXT Carmelo Hayes. That is, of course, the Battle Pass Carmelo Hayes that he is stronger than. And he is just a little bit weaker than our Whacking Wild and our Tommaso Ciampa SummerSlam 23 pros. But it seems that our Pantheon cards are pretty massive. They are almost on the point of a double heroic myth card. So I think a pro Pantheon would be fairly massive, to say the least. I don't think that's going to cut into our top cards. No, you can see that our weakest right arrow is the Fortified 1 Brawn Breaker, which is up here. So there is basically two lines between the Pantheon Hulkster and where he would need to be in order to make into our deck. So I feel like a pro Pantheon would maybe just be around the era of the double heroic SummerSlam 23 cards. Like probably just under, like just a little bit weaker. And of course the event Dominic Mysterio is going to be the strongest card in the game currently. That's how that is going to work. So let's see what else can we train up that we have recent here. We need to train up our Asuka, our Trish Stratus, and our Raquel Rodriguez. And we're keeping this Bayley. So let's do that. So we have a down arrow and we're going to have a pro left arrow Trish. Let's see here, that down arrow. The down arrow Asuka might replace... Nope. It might replace our Alba Fire here. That's a possibility. Because Asuka is quite a strong female, quite a strong card, so we'll need to see. In terms of left arrows, however, so our weakest left arrow is technically this Liv Morgan, which is a double heroic myth. So I think the Trish Stratus will probably overtake this and maybe be just under the Becky Lynch card. But I don't think this single Raquel Rodriguez is going to be quite enough to fit into her deck at the moment. If we get a pro of her, then she maybe would. We do, however, definitely need to make the pro Trish Stratus, of course. And also you can see that this Asuka, like on level 0 with 100 with 0 matches, is stronger than Solo Sikoa and Angelo Dawkins, as well as Raquel Rodriguez and such. So let's train up Asuka and see how massive she is. We're going to get rid of some of these cards here. We need to get rid of the SummerSlam 23s as well, because these are cards that we are not going to use, unfortunately. That brings up to 92. 98, so one more should do it. Let's go Cameron Grimes. Okay, so with her 0 matches on level 100, we are looking about 165 million average, with power and toughness, of course, being significantly higher, and speed and charisma being a little bit lower. Now, is that enough to replace our Alba Fire? Not yet, because our Alba Fire does have quite a little bit stronger stats. However, it's not massively different. We might get rid of her later on. Let's train up our Pro Trish as well. So that says we've gotten rid of all of our spare cards. So let's use up some train up cards. We don't have any Royal Rumble 23 train up cards, but we do have a few WrestleMania 39 ones. Goes to 93. I think one of those might be enough. There we are. But you can see that Trish Stratus's level 100 is significantly lower than Asuka's, because Asuka has an average of around about 165, more like 166 roughly, whereas Trish Stratus, she is looking about 162 average-ish, 163 at best. Raquel Rodriguez, unfortunately, we may not get to use, but let's take a look at some of our other images. That one's fairly good. Yeah, we'll keep with that. That looks alright, that looks acceptable. And the last thing we're going to do is let's train up our Miss Elizabeth manager. We'll see just how massive she can become. Well, we might as well use up our SummerSlam 23 plus, or 23 pluses even. So that puts her on level 84. Let's go for 84. I don't think that's going to be enough. Let's go for a myth one. Do we have a myth plus? We do. Let's try that. And that does indeed give us level 100. And it gives plus 5.807 million to power and speed to the entire deck. Now, is that stronger? It is indeed stronger than our advocate Paul Heyman, who has plus 5.510 to power and toughness. We now have 5.807 to power and speed. So the Miss Elizabeth manager is actually our strongest manager of the entire thing. And that is without a pro. That is just by herself, which is very, very strong to see. So those Pantheon managers are not to be sniffed at. They are very, very cool, very, very strong indeed. And, well, I think we have looked at everything that we can, at least everything I can think of for the time being. So So the next video that's going to go up is going to be the brand new war games, of which there is brand new mechanics. So we might do a video on that, and then the next one, of course, will be once we have got ourselves our Dominic Mysterio, and I will be showing you all what is on the heroic side of the Pantheon war games. And that is going to be it for this little video, folks. I really hope you all enjoyed. If you did enjoy it, please give me a like, share and subscribe. And if you are subscribed, make sure you click that notification icon so you can see when more of these glorious little videos go out. And we shall see you all on the next video. Goodbye, everybody.